I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with fire-up. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone fast with a girl named Bo, but somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the...
Hi guys, and welcome to update 4. Can you believe a year hasn't passed and we're already on the next update for the Fall Guy? I have to say the truck is looking badass. We're going to head over to the bench now and we're going to take a look at it, so we'll be right back guys. So guys, on the bench we have pretty much got 2 halves of the Fall Guy truck. These are the decals that I was talking about from J-Bot, which they're just amazing. They're really good. It's a shame that he's not doing it anymore, but yeah, not much left. I didn't actually realise that the Fall Guy truck was actually gold. I thought it was just like a tan, but if you look over here, we've got our light caps. Someone did come back to me in the comments and say that it doesn't have these square lights. I don't know where that came from, I really don't. But anyway, thank you for that. Yeah, we've got the cab together, and we've got the tailgate glued into position now. I've used both decals. The GMC there is out of the Desert kit, so I just basically used one of those GMCs and it fits perfectly on that. If we come round here, we've got our nice grille, which is looking really nice, really happy with that. I put some canopy glue in the lights just to give them some lenses. Sorry if I'm shaky cam, it's just my tripod's down at the moment, so I've had to actually just super glue it just to try and fix it. But yeah, we've got the rear bumper, all that's being added. It literally is a case of gluing these 2 halves together. So I've got some epoxy on standby. Once that's done, I've got them to glue on, and all these little random pieces here, which are all headlights and stuff. But yeah, everything's ready to go. Push bar's done. The winch is installed, which I think we did that in the last one, I think. But yeah, the other day was just decaling. All the chrome work's done as well on the cab. So just a few little details to do, but everything else is chromed. That's just gluing up nicely. So yeah, we'll be right back as soon as I've got further progress. Catch you in a bit. So guys, we've got this guy epoxied now, and it's pretty big actually with the long bed. And I haven't got a really good view of it at the moment. I'll just move it around for you. It is just still setting up, so I don't want to muck around with it too much, but... And to say this was all guesswork, it's matched up pretty well. Got some work to do with the frame underside, because it is... Actually, you know, it is like a few mil, maybe, you know, a fraction, which needs sorting out. But on the whole, it's worked out really well. So I'm very happy with that. It looks pretty cool. Once it has fully cured, probably by tomorrow, I can go ahead and put the roll bar in. I think what I'm going to do is just drill 2 holes and place it in as it was supposed to be in the kit. Because originally I was just going to cut this down, but I don't want to be messing around with that. So, ain't no one got time for that. So yeah, it's going to look pretty cool, I think. Once it has set up, then all the little bits can be done. I've just matte coated the grille in the darker areas, so that's going to look pretty cool once that's on there. It's really going to come to life quickly. but it's just a case of this epoxy. I've got to wait for it to set up fully cure before I start messing around with it, otherwise we're going to end up with a mess. But yeah, it's just basically just trim pieces. So I'm going to cut here and we'll be right back in a minute, guys. So what I've got is, if you remember the Back to the Future build, and I got this chainmail here which wasn't really suitable, but this is going to make a chainmail fence like this, so the truck is going to be jumping over the fence. So I think that's going to look pretty good. Along with, if I just get this out, it's a bit dusty, so I do apologise, it needs a good clean. But we've got this guy here as the villain's car, so we can be speeding along the road next to a fence, the Fall Guy truck's jumping over the fence to catch him up. So I'm going to have to give that a really good clean off because it's a bit of a mess. But yeah, everything's pretty cool. It's all coming together nicely. I'm glad to say that I've got my mojo back. I just can't believe how big that thing is. And just to recap as well, if we look over here, there we are, it's that kit there, the deserter kit with a resin bed, which is the long bed, because someone on Facebook was a bit saying, oh, where did you find the Fall Guy kit? Well, it's not that, it's basically just made up. It's a shame that Jim stopped doing the decals because they're fantastic, really good to work with. But yeah, I'm going to let this set up, guys, and then I think we'll be back when we start adding all the little pieces to it, and it'll start to look more like a GMC truck. I'm going to have to order some boards for the time machine, so at the moment I'm just going to continue with this one. I think it'll be a fairly big diorama with a cover case. I was in two minds in whether to build a case like I am doing with the time machine, but to be honest, a cover case will be alright because then you can view it from multiple angles and there's no need to put a roof on it then. So we'll be right back, guys, as soon as we get a bit further. Catch you in a bit. Okay guys, so we are very close to finishing this guy off. We're rocking and rolling. The front grill's all in position. I've got the roll bar in position. At the moment I'm trying to do this one-handed. Just sorting out the frame rails, which I just added some styrene there, so I've made a box section just to fit them in, and then I've somewhere got some exhaust pipes to fill in that area, and I've made an extra long drive shaft with some aluminium tubing, so that's good to go and get put into position there. All the lights are done, they're all glued. They'll be added later, and I've got a bit of chain as well for the hook for the winch, so at least it can dangle down. But yeah, pretty much there's only a few little items left now. I'm just going to finish off all this, and then I'm going to have to start thinking about the diorama for it. But it's going really fast and well. I'm going to have to weather the underside as well because I've got a bit of a glue bomb going on here, because I was nervous about this join here because it really isn't fastened together. It's epoxied, but that's it, and because it's going to be held up here, there's going to be a lot of strain in it, so I'm trying to like beef up this as much as possible. But yeah, it's going really well, enjoying it. I don't know if I showed you the back end or not, but we've got our GMC on the back there now, so that's all good. And yeah, it's looking really cool. The roll bar's in. Oh, I had an issue with the roll bar, too much pressure drilling. Don't know if you can see that with the light shining on it, but yeah, so I'm gonna have to repaint that. I'm not gonna bother trying to fix it because you can't see it really. Once that's painted, it'll disappear. So that's all good. We've got the motor in there, which I don't think I showed that before, and of course the hood. we've got ourselves a Fall Guy truck. So yeah, it's looking pretty good, and it's nice weather and all, so hopefully at the weekend we should have this done and take some nice pictures of it outside. But yeah, I'm looking forward to building up the diorama now for this. I'm looking forward to getting all the lights on and all, because it should look pretty cool with them on. But yeah, that's it for now. I'll be back as soon as I've got further progress. So catch you in a bit. So guys, yeah, we're pretty much finished. We've got the rear bumper on now. All the lights are on. The only thing that's left to do on this now is just the aerial. Yeah, it's actually turned out really nice. I really like it. Windmills, you got the CB in there. So yeah, so we enlarged these. We've got all the detail underneath as well. The drive shafts being installed. But yeah, like I said, the only thing to do now is just the CB aerial at the back, and I'm going to curl it around and tuck it under. But as far as the truck's concerned, it's done. And I'm really happy with it. I can't wait to launch it off a ramp. So the next time we see this guy, he'll be getting a shaft attached to him and jumping over that fence. I've also added a bit of chain as well to the hook, so I think the glue might have got to it though. Yeah, don't move unfortunately now, too much glue. Oh, it is a bit loose. Yeah. But anyway guys, I think that'll be it for this one, because the next thing to do is the diorama, and I'm not sure how big that's going to be yet. So we're probably going back to the DeLorean, unless of course I do get a bit further with this. But really enjoyed this build. Well, it's not over yet, but I mean, yeah, the truck looks sexy, you know what I mean? It does. So I will catch you in the next update guys, which will be the diorama. So catch you then, see you later.
You are good, my friend. You are very good. Nah. You're good.